Hello everyone, welcome back to our SQL series for interviews. In today's video, we will be learning how to fetch employees' name along with their respective manager's name using a SQL query. So let's start. It's a popular interview question. So we have one employee table here. So if I run this query, so it should give me that it uh, it is not connected. So I'll try to connect. Yes, now it's connected, and we will run our query. Here you will see that we found that there are so many records in our employee table, which is holding some F name and with their ID and their corresponding manager ID. So we need some information like it should be the name of employee. Okay, let me put that way. So what the result we want? We want like John is an employee, John is an employee, and uh, his manager is manager with the employee having the employee ID 5. So John's manager ID is 5. So if I search here 5, it's Lara. So Lara is will be manager of John. So we'll have details like that. For Lara, it's 8. So it should be something Raman. So Lara will be an employee and his or her manager will be Raman. So that's the idea. So we'll try to find out. So basically, if you see that we are referring the same table for employee and the manager, so it's a clear cut case of self join. So I'll give me I'll take this opportunity to explain you the concept behind the self join, so it will be easy for us. So what we want actually, this is an employee table, and I want to have all the corresponding details for the manager also. So let's suppose what I want, I'll put that way. It will be really interesting to know. So I'll mark it as a manager. So what I want, I want something like that. Manager ID is this, so it will be very easy for me if I map in a particular row quickly. And for 8, if I put here, it's 8 and 8 again and 3 Steve. So if you can see the pattern, if you can see the pattern here, what we are referring, we are just reordering the manager's result data. So what we are going to get it from? Okay, so let me quickly rearrange it first little bit. If you see here, what we have done, we have matched like John's manager is Lara. So we are able to identify that. We are able to identify that if I use highlighter here. So this ID, the manager's ID is mapping to the employee ID of a manager result set. If you can identify that, that's how we match actually. So this is how the self join comes into action. So we just want a column on which we need to match it and fetch the data, corresponding data. So let's try to write the same concept in our SQL query. So what we'll do select star from employee it we will give name. So simply I am putting join. We will explain how things going on. Okay, so employee, I'll put it M to have the connotation for manager. Now I want to join them on where E employees result set, basically the table which having the employee connotation with the manager ID. It should be equal to, it should be, that means this part should be equal to this one. So manager's id. So if I run this query, so what I'll get this information which we were looking into. Here you can see that John, Lara, Lara and Raman. Because if you can see that manager id and id both are same, both are equal, so they are matching, and we are able to identify the employee name and the manager name. But there is one thing missing in our data set. If we see here, so there are Akash and Raman. There are two candidates which does not have manager ID. So if they don't have manager ID, it is not listed in our result set because it is looking for the exact match, and it's fun. And the rest they're just leaving. So what I can do to include these guys also, like in employee. So employee is in our, so I can use left join. That means any data which is not matched in employee set will also be listed because we are using left join. So if I run this query, you will be able to identify that Akash and Raman are now included in our result set. Okay, this seems good, but there is still one thing missing. What if there is no employee for a manager? He is a manager, he or she is a manager, but does not have any employee under him. So if I want to get this data, w- any person who doesn't have any employee in it. So for example, I can see, uh, if I can see in the data set, there might be some manager who is not having any, like Akash and Raman, for that matter. They are employees, and 11 is not there listed here. So Akash is not having any employee under him. So if I can put right, if I can put right to join, so it will fetch the data from the right side, which is the manager's side. Here you can see that. So we'll get whole data for the employees, or for, I should say, the managers also, which does not have any employee in him, under them. Like John does not have any employee, Akash, Simon, David, and these guys does not have any employee under them. So but this time we lose, because one time we are using left join, we are getting Akash and Raman, our employees who does not have the manager. And if we are using right join, we are getting the list of all the managers, irrespective of that they have any employee under them or not. But uh, what I want the full picture, so I can use the full join. Now you can see that I'll get this data definitely which are matching in nature, and then I will get the data which was coming from the left join, which indicates that Akash and Raman are the employees but doesn't have any manager. Now I will have one another result set which indicates that these guys, Akash, Sam, Simon, John, Stacy, and David, which is coming from right outer join, they are the managers for that matter, but does not have any employee under them. So this is a whole big picture. So thanks for this video today. So now it's your turn. Please play around it based on different joins. It's one of the great example of self join. Thank you guys. Happy learning.